96 until it's all over.
I spent my whole life dreaming, now I'm living the dream. I guess you could say mission complete. Now I wanna see how far I can take it. That's why new goals have populated my list, and that's why I'm working. Let the new phase commence. This new wave is big, doesn't matter if you swim against the current. I'm the past, I'm the present, yeah I'm current. Yeah, I'm like a Christmas special, I'm the future. I'm swerving on these serpents, trying to slide like I'm good love and joy. Like no more handouts, keep it moving bro boy. I got bills to pay, investments to make. If it ain't about that, it's a straight up waste. It's safe to say my focus won't fade away. All I do is run my race day by day. I don't need you to believe I can do that on my own, but it's not what I believe, it's what I know. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Occupying the space nobody knows. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. You can't find it if you search high and low. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Look in my eyes, you can tell that I'm gone. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Flying solo in my zone. I used to work jobs that I hated, but now I'm elated. Gigs bring food to the table, a lot of it's catered. From a stuffy 1-1 to a lovely 2-2. I rarely go, even so I live right by the pool. I can fill up my tank if I need to. I can get an oil change if I need to. All needs covered, and we living comfortable. Keep time and money aside, that elbow room to achieve my vision. No need for permission, I work by myself. I need no assistance when I'm alone in my zone. Don't you try to come visit, you wouldn't survive in it. Me, I simply thrive in it. I came up, still I'm cooking up a come up. My income is up and to the right, that's funds up. These fake bosses need to go and hang the stunts up. The real is back, fall, winter, spring and summer. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Occupying the space nobody knows. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. You can't find it if you search high and low. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Look in my eyes, you can tell that I'm gone. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Flying solo in my zone. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Occupying the space nobody knows. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. You can't find it if you search high and low. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Look in my eyes, you can tell that I'm gone. I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Flying solo in my zone. Yeah.
Dave, you already know what it is, man. This Squadboi TV, man. My boy spitting balls.
Appreciate
For
you.
anybody who don't know who he is, let them know who it is on the mic right now, man.
Hey, what's up? Squadboi TV. Appreciate y'all for having me. I go by the name of One Known, the number one, KNOWN.
No doubt, man. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. It's been a move in the making. Golly, I'm getting tongue twisted. But it is what it is, man. How you feeling, man?
It
How
is
you
what
feeling?
it is. Hey, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling really good.
No
feeling
doubt,
a little bit loose and stuff. I had some stuff in the,
Yeah.
hip hop everything cup over here.
Yeah.
Product placement.
Yeah, so you got your little loose juice, man. It's all good, man. Good, you feeling good, feeling at home and stuff like that, man.
Apple juice for the kids at home. That's all it is.
That's right. Powerade, right?
Yeah, I already know.
So what's been going on, man? I mean, what you getting into, man? Let people know what you get into, you know what I'm saying?
You mean period as of late? As of late, I've just been focusing on the music. I dibble and dabble in different things. Like I'm not just a hip hop artist. I'm an audio engineer. I'm a producer, a host as well. Like I've hosted as well. I had a show where I was interviewing. Not much different from what y'all doing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But right now I'm focusing on the music. I'm focusing on the EP, which is Zoning.
Okay. So you're more of the artist than the producer right now, or do you do both?
So pretty much with the EP. Like I did everything on it. So I wrote it, I recorded it, I mixed it, I produced all the beats. I performed everything, no real features. My girl is a feature in some capacity, but even that part, like I wrote that part and kind of coached her through it.
No doubt.
Kind of like that was a production decision type of thing, you know what I mean?
Okay, no doubt. Shout out to Mom. Okay, no doubt.
Hey, appreciate you.
Okay, so
Nazario.
Nazario, my bad, you know what I'm saying? Don't beat him up, don't beat me up. You know what I'm saying? So, how many tracks you got on there?
There's 4 tracks on there. Short and sweet. Nice, short and sweet, yeah.
Okay. I know I looked at a couple of them. I know Zoning's one of them.
Zoning, title track. I'm a big fan of title tracks. I really am. Like, my previous project was Never Look Back. Had a title track. My previous project before that was called From This Point On. Had a title track.
Okay.
I'm really big on the title tracks.
Okay. So
for some reason.
is this your first go around, or how long you been in it for a while?
Yeah, I've been in it for a while. I started before, like I said, I do different things, but I started as a hip hop artist. That was the first thing, you know.
Okay.
That was my first foray. That was like, you know, where I picked up on music. Like I loved hip hop music. I wanted to be an artist.
Right.
And that was around 9 years old.
Okay. Where were you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Tampa, so like in those formative years when I was, you know, when I started writing and stuff like that, I was in Tampa. But I'm from Florida, period, because I've been bouncing around Florida all my life. So Tampa, Orlando, Miami area, you know,
so
those are all homes
Florida
to me.
boy, straight Florida boy.
Straight Florida boy. But currently I reside in Orlando.
Okay, no doubt, man. Shout out Old Town 407, man, no doubt.
Yep.
Okay, man. So my first question to you is, how do you feel about music nowadays, and do you consider yourself a up north rapper, down south rapper, or are you just an all around rapper? Because you spitting bars right now. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
And a lot of rappers from down south, you know, we do a lot of trap music down here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Zoning is not a trap song.
I feel like, you know, the music, like the actual beat is more like trap influenced, though, I would say. Like that sounds a little bit trappy, but I mean, I'm definitely a mixture of things. Like I've always liked music from, you know, the South, the West, the East, you know, wherever, you know what I mean? I just loved music always. So, I mean, how I feel about music, I feel like that's where everybody's at nowadays, you know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like, you know, before it was more regional because that was like before the internet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now like all the sounds meld together, and that's kind of where I'm at, you know. I might take bits and pieces from every location, you know what I mean?
North, south, east, west, mid.
Yeah, it don't matter. Doubt. Like I like all kinds of flavors.
You have any influences in music that you like to listen to, or maybe inspired you to do the kind of lyrics you do?
Which way you want to go? You want to go like more recent, or you want to go just like all time type of stuff?
I want to go you. I want to know what influenced one known. You know what I'm saying?
Like
what,
in the beginning,
if
it was like Outkast, Tupac, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But you know, if we want to take it current, I'm inspired by like Big Crit. And like I said, I listen to all kinds of sounds. So not only do I listen to like hip hop music, I listen to all kinds of music. Paramore has been my favorite band since like 2009.
Okay.
So even they influenced me, even though obviously my stuff don't sound nothing like Paramore. But
right.
You know what I mean? Just like I draw inspiration from everything I listen to. I draw inspiration from so many places.
You keep an open mind and an open ear.
Yeah. So even though, you know, I feel like hip hop is always going to be my foundation. So any inspiration I do soak in, I'm going to put that twist on it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I think that's kind of how that happens. How I can be like, oh, Paramore is my favorite band and I listen to them all the time and they influence me, but Zoning doesn't sound anything like that. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah. Zoning is your own field. That's why I asked you that.
Yeah.
So do you produce your own tracks too?
Yeah, absolutely. So the whole EP, you know, produced by me, 100%.
No doubt. What about the Zoning cover? I looked at the cover on the internet. It was fire.
The cover, yeah, I drew that.
You did?
Nah, I was just playing.
I was gonna say, yo, my boy is nice, yo.
Nah, I'm just playing. I can't even take all that credit. So shout out to Karen. She is an amazing visual artist, amazing
shout out Karen.
Illustrator. Like, you know, she's into comics and she does like animated music videos too. And the story with that is how I met her. I actually engineered her first EP. You know, so she hired me to like mix her first EP. Like she recorded it, gave the files to me, and I mixed it. And you know, I kind of walked her through the process of like her first step out as an artist, and you know, maybe you need to re-record this tape because of such and such, blah blah blah. You know, really just trying to like take her under the wing, knowing it was her first project.
So you helped her produce it.
So so I like mixed the whole thing and just like made sure she stepped out right on her first project as much as possible, and we just built a rapport. So it's funny how it came full circle. You know, she started off as my client and now like I'm her client because I caught wind of her talents and she's amazing like visual artist. That would be probably her foundation. Okay. Although she's now rapping and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So it's all about like foundations and growing from that. She did that too, and she did the cover. Amazing work. Thank you, Karen.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I looked
at we got more stuff coming, like, you know, me and her kind of collaborated. She's pretty much the art direction for the EP. So there's like more to come.
Because that's what I wanted to ask you. Do you have any features on it? You know what I mean?
On the actual, as far as music goes, it would be that when I was talking about my girl, kind of lended some guest vocals to it. And like I said, that was a production thing. I was like, man, I want a different flavor. I want a different voice on here. And she's got like a really dope voice. So I was like, hey, you know, come through.
No doubt. That's love.
Throw
man.
down on this hook real quick.
Y'all bump heads in the studio?
Nah, because I feel like she trusts me and she knows that, you know, I do what I do and I take it very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we work together extensively, whether it be, you know, music or she was my co-host when we were hosting.
You went hard on it. Was like, oh, baby, that was whack. Now you got to go in there and record that again, man. No.
I mean, as an engineer, like I'll always kind of coach people through it, and you know, but I don't feel like I'm like one of those mean engineers. Like, hey, what the f- you doing?
Yeah.
I'm not like that. But you know,
Be honest.
I tell people, but I do it in like a nice way.
Yeah. You got to be honest now. You got to be solid, man.
Yeah.
Because you don't need no yes people in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Because if you sound bad, I don't want you to be sounding bad because my name's on it too. You know what I mean? So.
Absolutely,
absolutely. Most definitely, know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, I seen the cover.
Mm-hmm.
I seen you had some labels on the back. I had to write them down because I couldn't remember them all. I got a bad brain, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to tell people why I got a bad brain, but...
no worries.
Yeah. But Alive, Hands on the Wheel, Religious.
Yep.
Are those some of the songs that's going to be featured on this?
Yeah, so on the EP, that's running down. That's pretty much rounding out the track list. You know, we kicked off this interview with me performing Zoning. That's the title track and the intro track. And then the 3 you named are the following 3 tracks to round out the 4.
Alive. What's Alive about?
Alive. So basically, that's about being grateful to be alive. And I kind of drew inspiration from the fact that, like, even when I was young, I would always hear, like, oh, these are the last days. Like, I feel like where I really, really drew that inspiration from is like Bone Thugs. They were saying that like when I was growing up.
Okay.
In the songs and
That's
stuff like
deep.
that. And you know, not only that, I noticed it in with them saying it, but I heard it growing up.
Right.
So I drew inspiration from that, like feeling like, you know, I've always heard that, but we're still here. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So
Nobody
and
knows
then-
the end of days.
and then exactly, and then you know, we were hearing that when we were young. And then we're grown now, and we're still hearing that. You know what I mean? So it's just like people are always talking about that, but I was like, you know, hey, we still here, so let's be grateful to be alive, and you know, just kind of catch that vibe on the song. And
Right.
That's kind of what I drew inspiration from.
Do you try to keep the positive in your music?
It depends. I feel like on this EP, I definitely try to take a more positive direction because my previous project was very dark, and you know. It was a totally different mood. Not necessarily, you know, aggressive on some crunk I'll punch you type thing, but more so on like just talking about things I was going through and stuff that I was stressing about and just taking it to, you know, some really
The reality came
dark
out in the
places.
music.
Yeah, because that was reflecting, you know, the stuff I was going through at the time. So now
Right.
now things are a lot better and you know, I'm pretty much a lot happier with the way things are going on overall nowadays. So I wanted the music to reflect that. And, you know, coming off of the last project, I don't want to have all dark songs, you know what I mean?
That's right.
I want to have a mix. Even on that project, I try to have, you know, some stuff to lighten up the mood, but it was mostly, you know, on a dark type of vibe.
Well, you do want to uplift people.
But
You do
this
want to give
one-
a positive message.
This
in
one,
the
you know,
music.
reflects what's going on right now, which is more positive, and you know, I really try to liven things up so I can have that and just vibe out and be able to perform. Like you want to be able to perform different types of stuff. You don't want to always be in this mood or that mood. You know what I mean? You want to have a mixed bag. So
Right.
I tried to go totally light this time to reflect the times that I'm living in right now.
I see you like to do a lot of acapella too.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of picked that up being in Orlando. There's a lot of like spoken word events and stuff like that being in Orlando. So I think that's where I picked up that performance style from. And, you know,
That's some good stuff, man.
A lot of times,
because a
yeah,
lot of people
agreed.
like to ride off beats. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
They listen to a beat and they'll be like, "Yo, I can get this beat, I can do this, and I can do that." But going acapella to me, it seems like it's more of a bigger.
people focus on the words.
Yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's more self-expression in it. You don't have a track that make somebody feel this way. They
Yeah.
actually listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
So is that one of the reasons why you do acapella?
I think again, it just stems from being in Orlando and being in that scene, you know, and kind of picking up on that. And honestly, I think nowadays it'll probably be more like depending on what event I'm at. So if that's that type of event, then I'll perform like that type of thing for the most part. But if they're playing music, I do want to play the music because, as we talked about, I produced all the music on the EP, so I kind of want to hear the music too while I'm performing.
Yes,
and
most
display
definitely.
that. You know what I mean?
Yes, most definitely.
That'll display not only the producing but the mixing and all that stuff that I did as well, and puts it all together in
Now,
a live performance.
Do you do single by single, or are you just gonna go ahead and drop the whole?
Well, the EP is actually available right now, and I pretty much dropped the whole thing. The only thing that was available prior to the EP was Hand on the Wheel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was Hand on the Wheel about?
Hand on the Wheel is about control, staying in control of your life. Because I feel like a lot of people can relate to being controlled by people who are supposed to be like there for them, or
Right.
people who are supposed to be like, people that you can look to for guidance, but even those people can steer you in the wrong direction.
That's right.
So Hand on the Wheel is about not letting those
Control you.
influences control you. Like, you got one life to live, so control that. Like, you don't wanna let somebody like make the wrong decision and then you regret
That's
that decision for the rest of your life, type of thing.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm all about like just staying in control. Like, yo,
like you don't want to be driving down the highway and then you just get out the driver's seat and let somebody get in, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, we got one life to live. We're hopeful that there's an afterlife, but
That's right. That's right.
I don't know that for sure. So I don't wanna mess this one up. I want this one to be on me.
Okay. Okay. The Mr. Incredible show. I want to talk about that.
Okay.
I seen you advertising that. What was that like?
That was dope. I definitely had to take a trip back to Miami, which is like a second home to me. And I linked up with Channel Forbes, Mr. Incredible, Duncan, and Stacy. And it was a good time. We had a great time. I had to get a rent-a-car to get all the way over there because my check engine light went on the day before I was supposed to head to Miami for the interview.
Things happen, man.
Things happen, and got to keep the hand on the wheel.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to make it.
Religious.
And we have fun. Religious.
Mm-hmm.
Real religious.
Exactly.
Specifically.
What was that about?
So,
Because the name itself is, you know what I mean? People look at it and be like, okay, is he talking about ethics? Is he, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Or did he break it down to a hip hop term? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at right now. What was it to you by
Gotcha.
naming that song like that?
So the name directly reflects the concept of the song. Pretty much I wanted to kind of collide the concept of real and concept of religion.
Right.
And by that I mean, religion, when you think about religion, you think about, faith and being devoted to your religion and, just being dedicated to it. You know what I mean? Like with religion comes a lot of that type of stuff.
That's right.
And I consider myself, and I've always considered myself to be a real individual. So it's kind of like putting that spin on religion. So like I'm taking real as a religion and I flipped it like that throughout the whole song. And I think I like how it came out in the way that, when you're listening to the song, I'm talking about like, serving on the worship team in church and stuff like that. And it's
Right.
like, it's flipping it. It's not actually talking about that.
Religion. It's talking about
religion. It's talking about being real.
You're right.
But
right.
but fun fact, I actually have served on the worship team for an extensive period of time as an audio engineer. So so it reflects reality too.
What would you say was one of the hardest things about engineering that you've run into? Some of the hardest things.
About engineering,
Mm-hmm.
the challenges, trying to think. I mean,
Because I know it's artists that come in there and they want to rap, they want to
Yeah.
want to sing and things like that. But sometimes they need guidance.
yeah.
And have you ever been the type to say, hey, man, it's not going this way. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you try to do it this way? Or you ever had an artist in there that just couldn't get it right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, again, I definitely try to be honest with the artist. And I guess in the direction you're going, yeah, I've had those experiences where I'll be like in session with people and I don't feel like they came about the session in the right way. Like to me, even when I do a session, I'm coming in there prepared. Like I already have all my stuff, if not memorized, almost completely memorized. Everything's written down. Like I'm not showing up to the studio to write.
Money's time.
I'm not showing up to the
Time is
studio
money.
to write. Exactly. Time is money. So I guess I've run into stuff like that, and I'll be honest with them, like I'll try to run that session as best as I can. And then I'll follow up with them and be like, hey, next time you come through, you know, you should probably just have all your stuff written down and just be prepared. That way, you know, you can make the most of your
That's right.
money. You know what I mean?
That's
and not
right.
just be sitting up there like trying to catch a vibe in the studio when you can catch a vibe at home all day and come to the studio and just knock it out.
That's right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's good, man. That's good. I'm glad you got a positive vibe about that thing, man. Because a lot of people who deal with other artists, they're really in it for the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when they tend to deal with an artist and the artist may not have it together, you know what I'm saying? They'll go ahead and let them sound however they want to sound and go ahead and be a yes man to it. Are you a yes man?
Nah, I wouldn't say so. Like I said, like, you know, I'm going to run the session while we're there as good as I can because, you know, that's what we came to do. So let's see if we can make something out of it. But if, you know, by the end of that session, I'm like, you know, I really would have liked them to be more prepared, then I'm going to let them know, you know, hey, next time, come
Be
through prepared and this will go a lot smoother.
One of your acapella sessions I seen was "This Is All I Know."
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
Thanks.
I liked it. That was dope. What was that about? I mean, what was the concept of that? I mean, because I know, but for anybody who didn't see it, can you tell them what was that concept about?
Got you. That's actually a live performance of Religious. And with that, you know, I say, me, I live for this. This is all I know. Good food, good drink, some solid folks. Subtract all my foes and add a pot of gold. So that's really just like, you know, kind of summing up what I'm about in general. And when I say this is all I know, you know, it's kind of like that. Just trying to live a good, positive life, you know, trying to make things happen, trying to stay around cool people, you know, and just trying to live as
positive if you can.
Yeah, live the best life I can live, basically.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Where did you perform
Going for that?
Where did you perform that at?
I performed that at Writer's Block. That was a feature performance at Writer's Block. Writer's Block is definitely a event that I've been to, you know, quite a few times. I actually did sound over there, you know, for a bit as well. Shout out to Brian T. Bethia. You know, he always shows support. He always shows love. And that's how that feature performance came about.
Where is Writer's Block at?
So it's at TNT Cafe in Winter Park.
Right above Orlando.
Yeah, so they have a new location. They used to have a different location, and that was my first time being at the new location. It was cool, it was cozy, and it was cool. It was good vibes, and that was my first performance of the EP. So, you know, kind of kick things off. Yeah.
You was nervous?
I mean, I guess you always kind of
butterflies in the gut.
Yeah, you always kind of get that a little bit, but I don't think I ever get like nervous because I know in my heart, like, to me anyway, that the music is what I want it to be. And I know, you know, I work hard on everything and I'm happy with the way everything came out. So, you know, it's just a matter of performing it in that moment. I guess if anything, you know, the nervousness comes in like, what if I forget this word or, you know, that word or whatever, which happens to everybody.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Yeah. It happens when you step on stage. A question. Do you think the artist makes the engineer or the engineer makes the artist?
It could probably go both ways, you know what I mean? Like, the artist can definitely make an engineer look good and make an engineer's life easier. Like, I've definitely had sessions where I've recorded people, I'm like, you know, this makes me look great. You know, I didn't have to work that hard for this. This makes me look great.
Right.
And then the other way around too, you know, there's probably, you know, artists as well that really benefit from, you know, having a great engineer and having that great coaching and having that great guidance, you know, within a session. And obviously the mix and the effects and stuff like that, you know, never hurt as long as they're done, you know, tastefully and, you know, correctly.
You a family man?
Yeah, I would say so. You know, my girl, I talked about her, you know, her vocal contributions to the EP. We've been together for, you know, 4 years now. Ooh. And I have a stepdaughter too, her daughter. Okay. You know, Kyla. So shout out to Kyla.
Shout out to the baby. You know what I'm saying? We love the kids. Yeah, hey, man, what you doing over there in the cut, man? What you doing in the cut? Shout out my boy Draco in the building, man, all day long,
Draco.
Man. You don't even know, man. Hip-hop, everything is in the building, man. That's how we rocking, man. It's a family affair. Yeah, man. Boy, crazy, man. Yeah, man. So, with that being said, man, do you have any shows coming up lately?
Do I have any shows coming up lined up? I wouldn't say I have anything necessarily lined up on this go around. it's kind of like I definitely laid low to finish up this EP. I concluded like the show that I was hosting, and just kind of dropped a lot of stuff. I was helping a lot of different situations and stuff like that, and I just got to a point where I needed to kind of press reset on everything.
Okay.
And zoning is like the first step in the new chapter of just me kind of doing what I need to do, more as a solo artist again, more as a solo creator again. Like I feel like I'm the best when I work solo.
Okay.
So with that, I've been laying low for a good long time, just working on the EP, cooking it up. And now that it's out, I'm getting back out there. So I'm honestly just trying to like hit up wherever, whatever types of events. So I hit up a open mic or whatever. I'm trying to check out events that I haven't been to before because I'm trying to meet new people. I'm trying to have new experiences. I would say that. Like, obviously, I probably dibble and dabble in stuff that I've been to before.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely want to reach out and do different stuff, different events, different cities and stuff like that. I'm trying to expand my reach and just, put some new stuff in the mix because, if you keep doing the same.
Yeah, you spinning in a circle.
Essentially.
Yeah, you spinning in a circle. You need to hook up with Draco, man. He be making moves, man. No doubt, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out to my
I
boy.
already know.
Oh,
my
really,
guy
man.
right there.
Hey, for anybody who don't know your social media, spit your social media, man, so people know where to find you at, bro.
Social media. So at The Real One Known on IG and Twitter. TheReal, the number 1 KNOWN. And also I have an official website, therealoneKnown.com. All spelled the same way. So through there, if you hop on there, you can find my Facebook page. But if you don't want to do all that, it's facebook.com/oneknownmusic, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, no doubt, man.
And the EP is available on all, streaming platforms that you would expect them to be on, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, just anywhere you want to listen to music at, it's probably there. Got the explicit version, got the clean version. It's on Hip Hop Everything too.
Okay.
Everything.
No doubt.
Always showing love, you feel me?
Yeah. They always in the mix, man. My boy done be working, man.
And shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
Oh, man, most definitely, man. You already know, man. It's all love when you come through here, man. So I'm finna go to some personal stuff, man, because, we Florida boys, man, and we breed football players. You a football man?
Ah, man. So for me, I think Tampa days when I was younger and growing up was probably when I was the most into football. I actually have the Buccaneers flag tatted on me.
Oh, my man got the flag on his arm.
Yeah, so, but as time went on, I think I fell off of sports, as a whole, just because I'm so busy, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I told you, I'm an audio engineer, producer, hip-hop artist.
Yeah.
I do permanent AV installs. That's what I'm currently doing full-time. So
Okay.
we're currently working on a church. We've been doing that for a month or two, just working on permanently, overhauling their audio-visual system. So mad speakers, 75-inch TVs, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
In the church?
In the church, because churches do it big these days. I don't know if you noticed.
I was for the same. In the church, man, we might need to put a cross on top of the building, bro. You know what I mean?
So, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I literally, I'm working all the time, or I'm spending time with my girl and my stepdaughter, and that's it. So I don't really have time for anything else, honestly.
So you're working and you're family orientated.
Yeah, so it's music, getting this money, kicking it with my girl, kicking it with my stepdaughter, and
that's wonderful though, man. That's wonderful, man. That's where it's at, man. That's real. I'm the same way, man. All I do is sit home, man, play with the kids, man, and eat up all their snacks.
Yeah.
Yep, I said it. I eat the kids' snacks.
That's always a battle.
Yeah.
You ate the last.
Yeah, man.
This. You ate the last that.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I was looking forward to that.
No, not in my house, man. I'm like that commercial, man. I got dibs. Dibs. Yeah, man. No doubt, man.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, man. So, nowadays, I see a lot of cats. They post a lot about new events. They post a lot on themselves and things like that. And you really post about the music and behind the scenes, the engineering, the recording, the live shows and things like that.
Correct.
And you don't do too much talking.
Yeah, if anything, I'm talking about, the process of, how I create and stuff like that. and you know I can open up more in in a setting like this, you know, and like an interview or something like that. And eventually I will get back to hosting, and that'll be more open and me being more vocal.
What was the name of the show?
The show was called Creative Misfits.
Okay.
Yeah. But when I get back to hosting, it's going to be a totally new show, and I will be the solo host again, going back to being solo again, and just kind of doing everything how I want to do it. That's the vibe I'm currently on, and what I want to stay on. But yeah, damn, where were we at again with it?
On hosting, man. You know, I like the hosting thing, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know what I mean?
Definitely. You know, I'm gonna get back to that on the solo tip, and I'm looking forward to that. But again, right now we on the music, and I'm trying to enjoy that.
Was it on internet radio or was it live streaming?
Yeah, again, shout out to Hip Hop Everything. It was on, you know, internet radio, Hip Hop Everything Radio, SoundCloud, YouTube, all that, and some episodes are still up there on those avenues, and some of them are not because I stopped paying the little $15 a month for SoundCloud because you know it's not active no more. I could use the $15 a month. Why not? You know, and I'm trying to, you know, as much as that was a great experience, I'm looking forward to the new experience, and you know, I'm putting all the eggs in that basket. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, I wasn't afraid to let it go. The previous episodes, you know.
Okay. Any videos?
Yeah, I'm cooking up some visuals for the EP. That's the thing about this EP. Like, I definitely want to take my time with it, and you know,
put some visuals to it.
Put more content to it. You know, and maybe, you know, like you said, kind of open up a little bit more, even more about the process. Like I started it with the photo set that I'm currently running through. You know, it's a set of 18 photos, and I'm just kind of writing the captions about my process of creating, and I think I'll, you know, probably talk about some more behind the scenes stuff about the music and stuff like that. You know, I like to focus on all that, like you mentioned. I like to focus on the work and the creative aspect. I'm very much a content creator, a music creator. Like, that's my focus. Everything else, like, I kind of keep private, or you might hear me talk about personal stuff more so in the music and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right. But you do keep it strictly business.
I'm working. I'm trying to grind. I'm trying to, you know, put out great stuff for people to enjoy, and you know, let that be my contribution, as opposed to getting all personal and telling people stuff that they don't need to hear,
no doubt,
stuff that they might not care about. Like, I'm not trying to go on social media and do diatribes and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
No doubt, man. Again, social sites, for anybody who just tuning in right now, man, who caught the interview in the middle of it, hit them with some social sites, man. Let them know where they can find One Known at, man.
At The Real One Known, TheReal, the number 1, KNOWN, IG, Twitter, Facebook.com/One Known Music, TheRealOneKnown.com, the official site. And yeah, if you follow me, I think on the IG is my favorite. You'll stay posted on everything.
That's right, man. We IG people, man. We live on IG, man. I tell everybody, I live on the G, bro.
You already know. Yes. Appreciate y'all, though, man.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. This was love and all love, man. Y'all make sure y'all go to IG, man. Follow One Known, man. My boy is hot. He's on fire right now.
Thank you.
The new song I like right now, man, I can't even lie, man. It's bananas, bro. It's bananas. You got to let them know. Let them know what it is, man.
Appreciate you. So the song I performed is called Zona. It's the title track off of the EP. You know, I would say that's my favorite song off the EP. So I hope y'all enjoyed the performance.
Hot on
Check out
fire.
The EP. Check out all the songs. There's 4 songs, you know, 13 minutes. Work out to it. Drive to work to it. Listen to it back to back. Do whatever you want to do.
Yes, yes. Any shots out you want to do before we get out here?
Man, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Hip Hop Everything. You know, shout out to everybody for listening. Shout out to my girl. Shout out to Kyla. You know what I mean?
It is what it is, right?
Shout out to everybody, man.
Love. I'm going to shout out Danielle, man, because she keep making me wash her car. I'm tired of washing your car, man. I'm lying, boss lady. I'm lying, boss lady. I'm lying.
Doing a good job.
Yeah, man. I'm lying, man. Yo, it's Squadboi TV, man. I'm boy Dog Week, man. I'm here with One Known, man. It's nothing but love. Y'all stay tuned, man. We got another episode coming up. I didn't hear that because I was too busy on the beat like this. But we